Good morning, everyone. Sorry for the late start this morning. I will endeavor to get better. But I've also thought a lot about the last few months, and it's been stressful. There's been things that have gone wrong, but I feel like I need to start focusing on positive things in my life rather than like negative things, because there's always going to be negative things. So today I'm going to start off my video before I start making this card, and I'm going to talk about three things that I am grateful for today. And the number one is it's the sun. We've had a lot of rain here lately, and the sun is shining this morning. I'm getting blinds for my room because I have direct sunshine coming in on the table. So this morning I had to maneuver my umbrella lights to just block out the direct sunshine on my work spot. But I'm so grateful to have the sunshine because it makes me feel a lot better. And I'm sure when you have sunshine, it helps your mood as well. The number two thing is like last night, I wasn't feeling 100%, but this morning, I positive spin, I got to make a card, and creating really helps lift my spirits. So I love the fact that I got to make a card. And number three is when I look up my window, I not only have the sunshine right now, but I have a beautiful garden view. And I'm really grateful for that. I'm really grateful that we were able to move to a place that has a lot of nature. And so I'm going to try and focus on those things because there's just, always things that in life, and especially right now during the house moving process, that there's things that you have to work out. So I'm going to try and focus on the positive things because I want this to be a positive experience for you too. So, good morning to everyone that's joining me. And I might be having a few less people on here right now because I haven't been going live on Tuesdays for a few weeks. And I also am going live late today. So, but I love your comments. If while I'm making a card, please chime in and let me know how you're doing. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll be happy to answer them. So today is also Casing Tuesday, and that's the day when we take a card out of the catalog and we give it a makeover. So let's take a look at today's card. And here it is. It is a cute card using that bunny stamp set. Adorable. But we're going to make it a little bit different. This is the layout that we're going to use though. And this is the measurements for that layout if you want to follow it exactly. Those are kind of the exact measurements, but you don't have to use them. You can make it up like I did. I think I'm slightly different than these measurements, so I'll let you know what my measurements are as I go along. Good morning, Dee. I'm so glad you could join me this morning. Okay, let me pop these on. I also wanted to mention, since we're on here, we do have a big one-day stamp set sale starting tomorrow. And so that stamp set sale is all annual catalog stamp sets. So the Trucking Along stamp set that I'm using today does not qualify because it is an online exclusive, so it isn't in the annual catalog. But another stamp set that I will be using on the inside, the Biggest Wish, will be on that stamp set sale. So it's quite a number of stamp sets that are on sale for 15% off tomorrow. Stampin' Up! Usually only does this once a year. So, and typically we've had it in the fall, but they are doing it now, right now. So I'm excited that all those annual catalog stamp sets are on the sale. And so I hope you pick some up tomorrow. Maybe you've been eyeing some, and that 15% off is just enough to make it a little bit better. So it's one day only. The sale starts and stops stops at Mountain Time. So midnight Mountain Time is when it will begin, and also when it will end. So just adjust if you're in a different time zone like me. All right. Good morning, Linda. Oh, you're having technical problems on your end. I hope I've got like a new setup. We have a new internet provider, so I plugged right into my router, so I'm hoping that I'm coming through clear enough. I actually didn't check my video that I did on Friday to see what the quality was like. I need to go back and do that. It's all new. You know, one of the things that moving does is it forces you to kind of like rethink things, and it really forces your brain to like, you know, work through problems. And it's a really good thing for the brain, because the brain needs stuff to keep it active and alive and fired, you know. So I love that. But also, it's also hard because, you know, I think most people love their comfort zones. So everything is new. My internet is new. My setup is new. My studio layout is new. It's crazy, but it's good. Like, focusing on the positive things, like, it really is good for your brain to have all of that. And one thing I am going to start doing again, I haven't done it for a few weeks, is I'm going to start meditating again. It is incredibly powerful, just like to calm the mind and like not like have things to think about for a few minutes, and just like the breathing aspect and stuff. And I need to start doing that again, because it really does help. Even though I can't believe it helps, but it actually does. It really, really does. So I need to start doing that again. Good morning, Janine. It's good to see you here too. All right. Okay, I think I've said everything. Oh, one more thing. Host code, just pop that up for a second. So we also have when you spend $50 with me during the month and you use this host code that I popped up on my screen here, you will get my host code gift of the month. Stampin' Up! Also has a promotion this month. For every $50 you spend, you get a $5 coupon that you can use in August. So $50 is that magic number. So you want to get up to at least $50, use this host code so you can get my gift. Plus, you'll get a $5 coupon. But then with the Stampin' Up! Offer, it's for every $50 you spend. So if you're at $90 in your order, you may want to bump up to like $100, just so you can get 2 coupons and you can use them on the same order. And then you would be able to get $10 off on an order in August. And I always like to save money when I can. All right. Okay. Let's get started. I'm going to go pop over to my other camera. I hope everything's running smoothly. Okay, let's talk about the Dear Trucking Along bundle. Oh my gosh, this one, let me put this in so it's not reflecting off my camera. Here we go. Okay, there we go. Let's pop this back. A totally different layout on my desk too. I'm working on a new table. This is my card right here. I love the Trucking Along bundle. I think it's so awesome for masculine birthday cards. It's going to be great for Christmas. But it sold out yesterday, and it was briefly available this morning for like a millisecond, and then it went back on not orderable again. So it is out of stock right now. You can still pick up the stamp set right now. The punch is not coming until October. At least that's what Stampin' Up! Says right now. If it comes back earlier, I will let you know. But it's definitely something that you'll want to pick up. I've heard from a lot of people, like we have a lot of you know, kind of more feminine leaning things like flowers and cutesy things. But a truck is so useful for those masculine cards. And it's generic. So, you know, women like trucks too. So you can, you know, I put flowers in the back of the truck. You can put whatever you want in the back of the truck. But so this is just a great bundle. Unfortunately, the punch is out of stock right now. But I wanted to show you this card as well. And I have another cute project. It is a slider card that I want to do. I might do it on Friday, or I might hold it over until the punch is available again. I haven't decided yet. It's just hard to balance things that are available and not. You know what I might do? I might make the slider card on Friday, and I might make it with a different bundle, so you can see both bundles and get the feel how you can make the slider card. It's just so super cute. I wanted to share it with you sooner rather than later. But look at how cute this is. I love it, and the colors, right? Just awesome colors, just like they really, really pop. So I'm excited about this card. I'm going to share it with you. Trucking Along bundle. You'll be able to get it in coming up if you haven't already got it. But if you have, then yay, you can play with it when you get it. All right, let's get started on this card. And let's start off with the card base. And I'm using Lemon Lime Twist cardstock. It's so bright and beautiful. And I start off with 11 inches by 4¼ inches. So I just cut an 8.5 by 11 in half, right down the side right here. So it's like 4¼ inches wide. Then I scored it right on my trimmer at the 5.5 inch mark, because that's halfway. It's a different kind of fold than you typically find in the stores. A lot of folds, you know, your typical Hallmark card has the fold on the side. I sometimes like to do the fold at the top. It's just a little different. And then I've got a piece of this glorious gingham paper. If you haven't seen this paper, I love it because it's bright colors. I'm sure I'm going to make a ton of things with this paper because it's got a lot of repeat patterns and neutrals. Just beautiful, bright, lovely colors. So I cut a piece of the Lemon Lime Twist gingham to 4¼ by 5.5 to fit on my card base. So let's go ahead and glue that down. Got my glue in my little glue jar. I love this. This is like a simple, low-tech solution. If you have, this was a little honey, had honey in it that we picked up when we were in Maui. And I thought, ooh, I could use that for something. It was just so cute, right? It's like a little honey pot. But anyway, I would say that if you can find like a baby food jar, that might work. You just need to make sure it's wide enough. Let me measure my jar for you. Just a sec. So I'm just going to pop that on here and smooth that down. Where is my little ruler? Little ruler, come here. I'll grab this big ruler. Okay, so the width of the top of the jar, it's just under 2 inches. In fact, like the inside measurement is just a little bit shy of 1¾ inches. So I think you can find a baby food jar that would work if you can't. Like, I mean, this is just a fancy jar, but the glass provides a little weight that is better than if you're using plastic. And I keep this upside down, and believe it or not, the glue might run out just a tiny bit, but keeping it upside down makes the glue ready and available for me as I glue. And I basically leave this uncapped all the time. Even if I don't use it all day long, it still works. I did cap it for my move, but after that, I'm just leaving it upside down again. So, okay, let's move on to this part of the card. So, I cut the other product that I used today is these scalloped contour dies. Oh, and I left my dies over at my die cutting station over here. So let's pop these on here. So I'm using the second largest die, and I went ahead this morning because my brain needed to do this. Usually I die cut on camera, but I went ahead and cut out the second largest with the blueberry bushel cardstock. We do need to prep this because I'm cutting it off a little bit. So I'm going to grab my trimmer. I love the Stampin' Up! Trimmer. You need to have one for making those special cuts. And it's not expensive. I think it's $25. So it's kind of like one of the most important tools to have in your arsenal. So I'm going to cut off one bump. So just line up. You can see this groove right here. And I'm just going to cut one bump off my card. And then I can discard that extra or maybe use it for something else. And we'll just position it right around here. I'm not going to glue it down yet because I need to wrap some ribbon around it. We've got this piece right here. And let me grab my ruler. It went somewhere. New desk, new positioning for everything. So this is 3 3/4 by 2.5, that basic white piece. Okay, so we'll just reserve that for just a second before we stamp on them. And we're going to do the little truck. So I've done the truck different ways. The one that I did, let me grab my little truck that I made on Friday. Look how adorable this is. It's just super cute. So this one, I did the easy button and I stamped directly onto the cardstock, so I didn't have to do any coloring or stamping coloring. So what I'm gonna do here today is I'm actually gonna use the stamps to color the image. And we're going to use Blueberry Bushel. And another blue, right? Let's use all the blues because the blues are cool. So I'm just going to go ahead, stamp the outline image in Blueberry Bushel. And I'm going to take a piece of scrap paper and I'm going to grab this image. This is the bold image. And I want you to take a quick look at this because for those people like me who are nitpicky, you're going to notice that there are some white spaces. It doesn't color it completely because these are white spots, the light reflectivity spots. They are there on purpose. So don't think that's a mistake when you're stamping it. So we're going to ink this up. And one thing you want to make sure is don't push this too far onto the ink pad because you don't want ink to get into that window and then mess it up. So I'm going to ink this up. And then I'm stamping it off once, okay? And then I'm going to come, and it really helps to actually, with this one, it probably helps if you stand up a bit because you want kind of a bird's eye view. I'm trying to, oh, you know what? I'm a little bit low. Let me move forward here. There we go. My positioning on my stamp surface is a little bit off, but you can see how cool that is. And it's kind of got like a faded denim look. I love it. Okay, so then I'm going to grab the wheels and I put the wheels on a G block. And I'm going to go, you could do it with black, but I'm going to go ahead and just do it with full strength Blueberry Bushel. This one you're going to want to hover and align those hubcaps and then stamp down like that. Okay, so that's the little truck. And I'm going to add some flowers, but I'm going to show you how to do that afterwards. So we'll grab the punch and we'll punch this out. It actually sometimes helps to cut this like really a little thinner. So I'm going to end up with some shrapnel with my punch. So let's just go in, line it up, and give it a punch. This is just so cute. I know why it's sold out, because it's super, super cute. All right, so now we're gonna grab the little flowers, and I am going to use Memento ink for this, the outline, and I want to stamp it so I need to re-ink that pad. I want to stamp it so there's going to be a little tiny bit of space underneath here, because I want to create a little bit of a tab, and that's going to help me glue everything together. I'm going to use Daffodil Delight for the flowers. The cool thing with this stamp set is it does have these pieces that actually do the coloring for you. So I'm going to hover, just by hovering and kind of shifting a little bit, you can kind of get it right into the right spot. And there is the little flowers and Daffodil Delight. There isn't, I don't believe there's an image to do the leaves. So what I'm gonna do is grab my Lemon Lime Twist Dark. Oh, and if you have the Stampin' Blends and you would like to get these little labels for the end, they are on my blog under the resources section. You can print them out, get yourself a 3/8 inch circle punch them out and attach them. Well, print out the page, punch them out, and then attach them with a mini glue dot. It's so much easier to identify what color is what. It's I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different types of greens in the blends. So it's very hard at a glance to visually realize what is what. So I'm just going to come in real quick and do this. You could also do this with the flowers. It wouldn't be hard to color the flowers really quickly either. So now we're going to take this and just give this a quick trim. I know a lot of people don't like fussy cutting. We could also stamp this directly onto the basic white piece over here, and then there would be no punching or cutting on either one. But what I wanted to do for this card was to pop it up a little bit. So I don't know if you can tell, but I've got this popped up on dimensionals a little bit. So it just pops the little truck a little bit, and you won't be able to do that if you stamp it flat, but that is an option. So now that I've got my little tab on here, I can put a little bit of glue down here, and then both the flowers and the truck will be able to be popped up. Take a moment to maneuver it how you want. I just think that's so cute. We've had a number of trucks over the years, but we haven't ever had a punch, so that's a really nice thing to have. So let's go ahead. Oh no, we don't glue it down yet, because I need to wrap ribbon around here. Okay, so just align everything how you want it. I'm not going to put this on here yet. I'm just going to lay it down how I want it. Okay. And then I'm going to come back in with Blueberry Bushel and grab my special delivery stamp. Let's ink this up. And I'm going to align the special with the edge of the cardstock, and the delivery will be on an angle. Okay, like that. So cute. The nice thing also about doing the special delivery and this punch piece separately is if you make a mistake on this piece, you can always use the back side, and then you don't have to do the truck again. So, okay, so now we can glue this piece 2 blueberry bushel, and then we're going to wrap some ribbon around there. Find it easiest to line up on this side because I can see the dotted lines on either side, and I can make sure that this edge is lined up. And then just press that down. And then we're going to come in with this lemon lime twist ribbon. This ribbon is called Ribbon Duo Combo Pack. It comes with 2 different ribbons, one in puddle pink and one in lemon lime twist. So it came in a bag with a label. And so I ended up, and this wasn't labeled, so I ended up just writing on here with a Sharpie so that I know what the product is called in case I want to reorder it or in case I want to tell you what I used. Otherwise, I have to look it up. I'm going to go in on the second bump. And we're just going to go into ribbon lining up on the second bumps. We're going to do a little knot. We're going to grab our locking tweezers. This is from the embossing toolkit, and it's also super for tying ribbon knots. And just go ahead. Oh, we're a little twisty, aren't we? Let's just take a look. First of all, okay, it's not twisted on the back, but we're getting a little, you know, I have this way of doing the ribbon, and I like my ribbon roll on the right side when I'm tying. So let's do that. I'm getting a little confused. Okay, so let's do the knot. First the knot, then the locking tweezers. Get them right on the knot, and then, without twisting the ribbon, come in and tie that knot, and then can loosen that up. I need to be on camera a little bit more. There we go. And then we'll just go ahead and angle cut those little pieces right there. So fun. Okay. So now that we've got this, we can go ahead and glue this. Oh, look, I twisted on the back after all of that. Usually I try and make sure I didn't twist on the back, but now that I've got it all tied, I'm gonna leave the twist. This is a thin ribbon. It shouldn't affect it too much, but I generally wanna make sure I don't twist my ribbon on the back. Okay, it's not gonna be too bad because this ribbon's really thin and it's not bulky at all. And only you who watch my video will know that the ribbon's twisted on the back. No one else will know. All right, let's get the truck, and we're gonna grab some dimensionals, these little foam dots, and just plop some on there. I think three might be good. Maybe I'll put one more to support the wheel down there. Dimensionals are good. All right, and then we are going to, this is going to be in from this edge about 1/4 inch, and the wheels are going to touch on the bottom. Press right here. And this month, the gift of the month is iridescent rhinestone jewels. Why? I think I've done this as a gift before, but I'm telling you, these are my favorite all-time jewels, because they are They are neutral and you can use them on almost any card because they'll blend in with whatever you're doing. And you can tell I use them a lot because I've gone through more than one package, but they're just really nice bling to just add a little sparkle onto your card. So for the inside of this card, I created a little happy birthday greeting because I think this is what I would be using this card for. So if you go back to your scallop contour dies and cut the largest one out of basic white, you'll have a piece that looks like this. And then we're going to use lemon lime twist and blueberry bushel. And we're going to use the Biggest Wish stamp set. If you don't already have this one would be a good one to pick up on the 15% off sale tomorrow. It's, you know why? Because I love big birthday greetings. Because I've told you before, I'm not great at writing sentiments in the card because I'm like spent so much time on the card that I don't have the time to do the heartfelt greetings. So if you have a big happy birthday, there's less space to write a greeting and it makes it easier for me. If you have a lot of words, then you don't need the stamp set. If you have a lot of words to tell people, my dear sister, she is so awesome at writing heartfelt messages and cards. I just cannot compete with that. And in fact, she a few years ago when my father passed away, she did my father's eulogy, and she did such a good job. I don't know. She's my little sister, and I'm so super proud of her. But you know, just her words are just awesome. So I'm just gonna stamp happy. This is a lemon lime twist. My pad's really inky, so when I stamp it, it's gonna look a little splotchy, but it's all gonna smooth out in a moment. In fact, you can see on my card here that it smooths out the little things. So don't worry if it looks a little inky. I think it's just a little tiny bit wet. So it just needs to that needs to evaporate a little bit, and then it all smooths out and looks beautiful. Oh, did you hear that squeak? So some of these ink pads, they're really tight because they are a tight model, but if you use some lip balm and you just put it on the edge right here and the edge right here. Okay, now it's stuck. Jeez Louise. You know what? I think this lip balm here is better. I've got mango and I've got regular, but I think when you put this on, it's still squeaky. It's a tight ink pad. It's a little better than before. But if you have trouble opening and closing them, this will really help running some lip balm on the inside of those cards there. Okay, so let's take my birthday happy and then birthday, and I'm just gonna kind of touch just down here at the bottom and overlap them just a teeny tiny bit. Oh, there it sounds better. Okay, this way it sounds better. The opposite way it doesn't sound better. But I feel like it's just like a door, and using WD-40, it needs to go back and forth a few times before it actually stops squeaking. Okay, let's put this on here. And now this lemon lime twist card base with that lemon lime twist happy greeting. Oops. It makes a lot of sense. And I'll just add that on there. And now it's ready for writing on. There we go. So 2 super cute cards. And I would have used a different bundle today had I known that we were going to sell out the bundle this morning. After it going out of stock last night, there were some bundles available, surprisingly, for a brief moment. And I thought, oh, okay, I'll make it. And I emailed some people who were looking for the bundle. And by the time I finished my card, I had already received an email back from the person saying, no, they're no longer available. So who knows what is all going on. They might have found a few more in punches, but then boom, they were gone again. So but they will come back in stock, so that's the good news. We'll be able to get them later. You'll be able to make Christmas things with them. I'll let you know when this bundle comes back in stock. But just such a cute card. This is a great masculine card, even with the flowers in the back. We could have done the little gifts. That would have, if you didn't want to do flowers, the little gifts would have been cute to put in the back. So there we go. I'm coming back over to you. All right, let's see. Who did I not say hello to? Linda Lee said, oh, crummy buttons. I wanted that bundle so bad, but we had storms and electronics were not working properly. I tried all yesterday. Oh, I'm sorry, Linda. Next time, please call me and or message me, and we can work something out. I'm sorry that some people weren't able to get it, and I'll make sure, look out for my email. I'm going to email people when it's back in stock. And hopefully they order a whole bunch of punches and keep it around for a while longer, because it's been so popular that they should keep it around for a while, right? Janine said that little tab, the one that I used for the flowers right here, is a great idea. That just helps you with positioning, but we could have also stamped it directly on the white as well. She says I could have made a lot of things easier to construct. Yeah. And if you have a punch or a die, then of course it doesn't work as easily, because then it will cut all the way around. But if you have to fussy cut anyway, then just leave a tab at the bottom, and that helps a lot. Mary says she can't wait to get her bundle. I'm glad you were able to get it. Marty says that she loves the bundle. So anyway, I hope everyone can get the bundle in the future, and we'll just keep an eye out for it. And in the meantime, look for, I'm going to have holiday catalog signups. I think I need to send that email out this week, midweek. There should be an email for you to sign up for holiday catalogs if you're a customer of mine already. If you're not already a customer of mine, all you need to do is place an order with me, and then you'll be also on my customer email list, and you'll be able to sign up to get catalogs from me for free instead of having to purchase them or just looking at them online. So look for that. And if you are a demonstrator, or if you're on my team, Stampin' Up! Sends you catalogs automatically. That's one of the perks of being a demonstrator. So all right, and another perk of being a demonstrator, if you are thinking, or if you're on the fence about it, is next month is the holiday catalog pre-order for demonstrators. We get to order a month before customers, so we get to start off in August ordering from the entire holiday catalog. So that's a real perk, being able to order early. Especially if you make stuff for Christmas, it's nice to get your stuff in August so you can start creating early on, August even into September. You have those products right away, and they're usually in stock still. Like there's always the one product that is a super seller, and it goes out of stock quickly. And so those are the ones that are always, they're hard to predict sometimes, because now I have to say this trucking bundle would not have been hard to predict for me, because I could tell right away. Everyone was interested in it right from the get-go. There was no question that this was going to be a super seller. So yeah, it is what it is. All right. I hope you all have a great week. I will be live Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on my YouTube channel. So look for me there for a new project from me. I hope you have a great week. Until then, take care, everyone. Oh, and don't forget about the stamp set sale tomorrow. 15% off all annual catalog stamp sets. Bye-bye.